Okay, so it's recording. So if you just
Okay.
want to like say who you are and what you do, and
My name is Rachel Wood, and I am the community living instructor over two programs down in North Creek. I mean, see, we got to start over.
that's okay. That's okay.
So I am. My name is Rachel Wood. I'm the community living instructor supervisor in Warrensburg, and we have a couple of programs down there. One at North Creek Apartment Complex, and one at Spring Ridge Apartment Complex.
So how long have you been at Compass?
I have been with Compass. Y'all would ask me this. Gosh. I've been with Compass going on 8 years, I believe. Yeah.
Did you start out as a CLA?
I did not. I started out as a tech over at the Recovery Center. And then when COVID hit, they decided to shut us down over there. And that is when they put me over at North Creek. And that is when we started the program over there. So, yeah.
So you've been there since the beginning?
I have been at the North Creek program since day one. Since day one, when I walked into the office and there was nothing but a desk. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, really? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So I have been there since day one and every day after.
All the days.
Yes.
Okay. So what would you say? We have a couple questions. So what do you think is so critical about the CLI role? Like what? Just explain how critical that is for our clients. Important and critical, however you want to say it.
Some of our clients, a lot of them don't have anyone. They come from all types of backgrounds. They come, they all have different stories along with different traumas. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's really important for us to be there. We are like that support system for them. We are there every day. It is important for us, not only for them, but to share. I'm going to start rambling now, so this is where we're going to have to cut.
Okay. And you start over if you feel like you want to.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
So hold on. Okay, so that just threw me off. I am so sorry, but yeah. So some of them weren't taught. They weren't taught anything, and a lot of things that we take for granted, such as knowing how to put on deodorant. This is something that I've actually had to show someone. So with them living in these apartments, you can give someone an apartment, you can house them, but in order for them to be successful, there's certain things that they're going to have to know. There's certain things that they're going to have to learn. So that's part of it. What else do I say? I don't know what else to say.
No, that was perfect. That was perfect. Yeah. So just to help folks kind of learn those basics. And then as far as the CLI's role in collaborating with the rest of the treatment team, what does that look like?
So when we're collaborating with the rest of the treatment team, we do it on a daily basis, but sometimes let me just kind of give you an example. Okay. So like right now we have a client that is, going to do that she's planning on doing a volunteer opportunity. The importance of a CLI role is we see these clients daily. We see the highs, we see the lows, we see all in between. We also see the patterns. We see stuff that CSS is not going to see. We see things that the ITCD specialist is not going to see. So what they may think is going to work for her, we're seeing something else. And that's the importance of collaboration, is being able to share everything that each of us are seeing to help her be successful in this volunteer role that we're wanting to place her in. So that's just one example. Let me think of another example. We might have a client in crisis, and a CLI sometimes needs extra backup, as well as a CSS might need extra backup. There's been many times that I've received a phone call, hey, Rachel, can you come down here and help me with such and such? and vice versa. So
the CSS, you mean, and is asking for support or help?
Yes.
The CLIs also?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes we, I know there was another situation where we, in the middle of something, had to go and help someone that was in crisis. And, those are the times that you can get a phone call like, hey, I'm about to go over here, such and such is happening. And then we all go over there. That way we're like all on the same page with it too. And we can all see, what is happening in that moment if we're able to. But normally when it's a crisis like that, one of us is able to go.
Mm-hmm. And so any questions you have?
Not necessarily. Where do we go next?
Well, the other question I have is, what is it to be successful?
Well, let me add another thing. So another thing about the CLI role is, like I said, we see the clients every day. And there might be something that we pick up on that they didn't even realize themselves that they needed help with. The client didn't even realize, but if it's something that we're going over and we're seeing it day after day, we can then communicate that with the CSS, who can update that and put it on the wellness plan. So that's another piece. Sorry, my phone.
Okay, so and how often are like CLIs talking to the rest of the treatment team? Is it every day?
Oh, daily.
Daily?
Yes, daily. We have morning huddles with them, which is just a short, sweet, what are you doing today? What am I doing today? And maybe any pertinent updates that need to be shared. This is also a time where we can brainstorm together to figure out what we're going to do or how we're going to move forward with helping this client. Who's going to call what facility, who's going to reach out to who. So we're not all doing the same thing.
Is that something CLIs do sometimes too? Facilities, is that more of a CSS?
It's more of a CSS thing, but it's more of a CSS thing. But we all do pitch in and help each other. But yeah, but we're usually the ones who notice things. I would like to say it like that. Yeah.
Because you're kind of in their daily living type environment.
We are there.
See things that other people.
Mm-hmm. We see things. We see patterns. We see, yeah.
So you mentioned the CLI's role. one of the why they're so important is because they see things, right? And then they also are there to help teach certain skills. What else?
So I can elaborate on education. To me, like, it comes in many forms. Supporting, motivating, modeling behavior. And then sometimes straight out just getting in their hands on and showing them how to do something. I have shown someone physically how to put on deodorant. They didn't know. I have shown someone how to cook hamburger meat. I have shown someone where to put things in the refrigerator, where to put, I have shown someone how to, break down their meat and repackage it for meal prepping. I've actually shown someone how to comb the back of their hair because they didn't know how to get the knots out. Little things like that. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. I was just thinking that all fits together really well. I was thinking also, I'm back here going, you are too, and I'm wondering if that's going to come in the back of what she's saying. So I'm wondering, could you throw that spiel at us one more time? And we will be quiet.
Okay.
The importance of the role of the CLI and everything
examples.
You just said.
We're just going
to
make it flow.
Okay.
And not say,
because that was perfect. And I'll try to keep my mouth shut.
Me too.
I don't even know what I said, but I was talking about education, and education comes in many different forms. Supporting, motivating, encouraging, encouraging them, almost like being their cheerleader.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering if you did that.
Okay. Education to me comes in many forms. Just simply supporting, motivating, providing that encouragement, being that cheerleader per se for someone, telling them that they can, because a lot of times they don't think they can, but they can once you give them that support and encouragement. A lot of times we have to show them how to do things as well. There have been times when I have actually modeled how to put on deodorant. I have shown someone how to cook hamburger meat, how to tell if it was done. I have shown someone actually how to comb the back of their hair because they didn't know that there was knots in it and they didn't know how to get those knots out of their hair. So I've shown them these types of things. I have shown people, how to break things down into sections in their home instead of being completely overwhelmed with cleaning your entire home. Hey, let's focus on this room. Matter of fact, let's focus on this corner. We can even break it down further. Let's focus on this table. Okay, that's a win. You did the table. That's a win. That's how we start. So, yeah.
That part where she said, it can look like. What else did you say? Can you do that part again? Because I think that might have been in there too.
Education, because it does. It comes in many forms, So, yep.